All right, guys, welcome back to another New Legacy podcast episode. I got my guy with me right here, Mike Forgione. He's always been supporting us in the DMs, in the comments, in the likes, in their stories. And last night I was like, wait, we're around, So I got to hit him up, get him on the podcast, learn about his story, how he did a 8-figure exit with an HVAC company, and made himself a millionaire from nothing. So, Mike, intro yourself.
Mike Forgione, thank you very much for hitting me up, Zoon.
Yes, sir.
If you guys need something, podcast, you need a funnel built, you need a cameraman that's going to shoot some dope content, hit up your boy Zoon right here. Definitely going to hook it up. And at the end of the day, Zoon hit me up last night. He's like, yo, let's drop a podcast. I was about to hit you up and talk about going to the casino because I seen you over at the casino whooping them up, getting some fucking chips.
Back to back.
So, I like to throw the dice. I like to fuck around over there a little bit, play a little bit of blackjack here and there.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, ultimately, my ultimate goal is to help people out, help people win, help people grow their HVAC business, help people grow their home service business, things like that. And if anybody needs any help, you always could hit me up, and I got you, man. Just hit me up.
Yeah, and I mean, we're looking at some of your achievements here, like
a couple trophies.
Yeah, like these are like people's dream cars, and you just have them laying around all day like these.
Yeah, man, I love them. I love them.
And he's on his own island too, so it's pretty sick, actually.
It's fucking one of Pompano's greatest little secrets right here, man.
Yeah. Without Google Map, I don't think I can get in and out. It's like for real crazy.
Yeah, it's tight. It's tight.
But I love you got a little setup here, and I want to learn to a little bit more about your story.
Sure.
What got you here today, and what are your plans going forward? So growing up, what type of upbringing did you have?
Oh man, growing up I had multiple different upbringings. Mm-hmm. So started out born in New York, not too proud of New York with the shit that's going on today, but moved to South Carolina when I was 5 years old, had horses, ATC, shit like that, kind of lived off the land, learned how to shoot guns, BB guns and shit like that, little 22 rifles, had fun with that. It was kind of a good little upbringing up until I was about 10 years old. And then we came down to Florida. When we came down to Florida, everything got tainted. That good old country boy from South Carolina just got changed into a whole different realm here in Florida. Once you're introduced to this fucking life, it's a whole nother world. And growing up, when I was growing up in the early 90s and, in the early 2000s, shit was different. It ain't like it is today. Everybody got a camera phone nowadays. Everybody could, they can fucking record everything. Back then, it was a lot more silent, Yeah. So, I mean, I had good times. I had rough times. And a lot of the kids that I grew up with, shit, man. Some of them are successful. Some of them are in jail. Some of them are dead. You know what I mean? And I grew up with a good group of people at the end of the day, but I had to get away from a lot of the people that I grew up with because most people didn't see the same path that I was looking for. I was looking for success.
Yeah.
Mom was a single mom by the time I was 16, living in the trailer park, had to split the bills with her. Shit was a little bit tough. Got real when I started having to split the bills with mom.
Wow. And
then I started an AC company at the age of 17. Started an air duct cleaning company, actually.
Yeah.
Bought an Astro van, broke, didn't have money. And just started growing that shit, man, and blowing that shit up. One truck after another, and just keep fucking expanding and growing that company up until it got to a 40 truck operation 25 years later. And then sold that shit for 8 figures, and here we are today.
Wow. How long did it take you to build up that company from 17 until now?
When I was 17, I had a subcontractor deal with a lot of different AC companies. I didn't want to work for somebody. I wanted to work for myself, and what I did was I opened up the Yellow Pages. And when I opened up the Yellow Pages, that's that magazine, back in the day. You guys don't know about the fucking Yellow Pages, you know what I'm saying? It's a big, thick book that grandma used to keep up on the fucking, up above the refrigerator. If they needed something, they called out of that motherfucker. They flipped the pages, and they found somebody. I opened up the Yellow Pages and started going to the AC section and called at least 60 different AC contractors. And as I was calling them, I was trying to make appointments with them to let me come in and open up an air duct cleaning department in their business. When I got through those phone calls, tons of them hung up on me. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. And I got 5 people to set up meetings with me, lunches. And every single one of them that I went to every one of those lunches. I closed them because I was a closer. You know, that was my thing, is close them. I closed them on opening up an air duct cleaning department in their company. And basically, I would run all the calls. I would provide my own truck, my own gas. I'd provide all the tools. All they needed to provide me was the leads. So that's how I got my start, was those 5 companies gave me work. And when they gave me that work, I would run all the calls. We'd split everything 50-50. And I did that for a couple of years. And then as I started to get a little bit more overwhelmed with the call volume, and I started advertising. When I started advertising, I started getting overwhelmed with the call volume, couldn't handle it myself. And that's when I knew I needed to add another truck. And I'd add another truck on the road. And I would increase advertising to keep that truck busy. And just continue that process, repeating that process to add more trucks. See, in the beginning, I didn't have money, so I couldn't go buy trucks. So my thing was, if you have your own truck, you can use your own truck. I'll provide you with the machine and I'll provide you with the leads, and we'll split everything. And because I was providing the machine and the leads, they would take 40%, I would take 60%.
Yeah.
I had that going for a little while as I was adding trucks. Shit, within a couple of years, I had 25 trucks on the road.
Oh, shit.
And everybody was using their own truck. I only had my own one little beat up Chevy Astro van. It cost me $1,500 to buy that fucking van. And I was still running, but I didn't get out of the truck until I probably had about 8 or 10 trucks on the road. I didn't get out of the truck.
Wow.
I hired my mom early on, probably about 3-4 trucks in. I hired my mom because I couldn't answer all the phones, book all the calls, dispatch everything. Couldn't go through all that and run all the guys efficiently. I started having fuck-ups, a lot of fuck-ups. So I hired my mom and brought her into the office. And I'm like, hey, man, just answer the phones, book the calls, do all the bookkeeping, the payroll, all that shit. Take all that off of me. Let me go focus on making money. And that's how I did it, man. I ran that shit.
You know, you dropped 2 big nuggets in there that I don't think like normal people even recognize that.
What's that? What you got?
Like, you literally didn't have money.
No.
You got a creative way to do it.
Yeah.
So you open a department in other people's business, which is already established. You got the credibility. You're just a department.
Yeah.
And you're able to put that in many different businesses. And like, you literally, like, it doesn't cost you anything, but you have the power of like 10 business to start.
Sure.
Instead of like, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna grow mine, like, you know, my thing only, my thing, you know?
Right. No. I made them money.
Yeah.
And because I was making them money, I was making money, and it allowed me to catapult my success to be able to go from an average wagey working for somebody to actually working for multiple different companies, contractors, and making money for me. And I made a lot more money because we had a 50-50 split deal, and I was a beast as a salesman. I could sell all the IAQ products. That stands for indoor air quality, for those of you that don't know. And I could sell indoor air quality products like a beast. I would bring these guys, back then I was bringing these guys 1,000, 1,500 a day. And we were splitting a 50-50. And in the 90s, shit, 1,000, 1,500 a day is good fucking money. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's not bad. You're doing all right.
Right, so now it's dinner, you know?
That allowed me to be able to grow more. You know, as I grew and as I started getting more trucks on the road that were for my company, for me, and they were working for me, the contractors started to drop me. You know, they started to fall off because then they saw me as a competitor.
Oh shit!
At that point, so and I basically built a department in their company where they could hire a guy to come do what I was doing for a lot cheaper than what I was doing. But I got them off the ground with it.
Yeah.
And then they became competitors because they would drop me, and I had to focus more on my own thing. And at that time, they would hire somebody else to just, you know, run the calls and do all that stuff. But none of them were as good as me, man. I was a fucking beast. So
no, I mean, you got that's kind of how I started my business too. Just like not doing it the conventional way, and be able to break into a network, you know?
Yeah.
And the next sauce you dropped that I don't think people recognize is that you got their asset. You're using their trucks.
Yes.
Instead of buying 10 trucks, you're using their trucks.
Yeah, 100%, man. That was you have to get creative in the beginning, especially when you don't have a lot of money. Yeah. And you don't have a lot of money. You got to think of, well, how can I grow and how can I scale and how can I use OPM, other people's money? Yeah. That was my thought process. Nice. Okay, I don't have money to buy trucks. So how can I use other people's trucks? Mm-hmm. And it was like, all right, well, just pay them a little extra. Yeah. And if you pay them a little extra, they'll use their trucks.
Yeah. And they take all the liability for you.
Yeah. How can I avoid them stealing gas from me? Make them pay their own gas. Just pay them a little extra on the jobs. So now I ain't got to worry about tracking gas cards, I don't have to worry about the insurance on their truck. I made them have sufficient insurance working for me.
Yeah.
But it was all OPM, man. Other people's money.
Damn. Like you literally just step into the game and like with $10 million plus of asset of business and trucks. I mean, it's like you're leveraging it like crazy.
Yeah, well, we sold the company for 8 figures. It was a lot larger than 10 million. It's fucking blessing in disguise. You know, at the end of the day, I can't talk too much details about it yet. I got another little bit more time before I can get into real details on it.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a great fucking thing, man. At the end of the day, I had a good run, and now we're doing it again. My non-compete's up. My non-compete was up a few days ago, as a matter of fact.
Oh, shit.
November 1st.
Damn.
So now I get to build another business again, except this time I get to build a business with several M's in the bank. So, and all the knowledge behind me. So now I don't have to use other people's money.
Right.
You know, I've already built the generational wealth, and I get to build another business again. The next one, we're going to 50 trucks, 25 million revenue, 20% EBITDA. We're looking for a $40 to $50 million exit at the time, whenever it's time.
Damn.
That's the plan. That's the goal.
I mean, it's just round 2.
Round 2.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, I mean
Bigger, better, faster.
Yeah, I mean, freaking. Did you ever work a 9 to 5 before, or it's just always like you start with your business first?
I've always been a hustler my entire life. When it came to hustling, figuring out how to make money, I didn't like working for people.
Yeah.
In the very, very beginning, when I was very young, I had 9 to 5 jobs. Like, not 9 to 5 jobs, but I worked for some taco shack when I was like, I don't know, 14, 15. I think I was like 15 or something.
Yeah.
Maybe I was 16. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But that was literally probably a 4 or 5 day experience.
Wow.
And I'd never forget, I went in there and somebody had quit in the day shift, and the whole kitchen was just full of mad pots and pans. And it was crazy. And they were like, Mike, you got to get in there and clean all that shit up. I looked in the kitchen and I looked at the manager, and the manager was a dick. And he was always being a dick. So I looked over at him and I said, no, Mike don't have to clean up shit. You got to get in there and clean that shit up. And he looked over at me, he goes, how are you going to talk to me like that? So I ain't going to talk nothing. I'm out of here. And I just cleared it. So I walked out. He was pretty pissed off because he was there by himself. So that was my experience with that. Probably a dick move, but at the end of the day, I wasn't going to fucking let him do me like that. And I couldn't deal with working for somebody when I knew I was meant for more.
Yeah.
And even I've always had the most utmost respect for my mom, and I've always had the most utmost respect for my family. But my mom used to talk shit to me all the time when I was a kid, man. You know, moms always talk shit, but she'd be like, what are you going to do when your boss tells you to do this? And I'll be like, I'm going to tell my boss, fuck you, I ain't doing that shit. And that's what wound up happening. I had that personality, I had that attitude, and at the end of the day, there's only one way you can have that attitude, and that's if you know that you're going to go out there and create something else. Yep. You know you're going to be able to fucking do something and work for yourself. But at the end of the day, ultimately now, I have a boss at the end of the day. Who's my boss? My customer. My customer is my boss. You know how many times I've wanted to tell the customer to go fuck themselves, but I can't. They're my boss. Can't tell the customer to go fuck himself. Even when they're wrong, they're right. Doesn't matter. Fair. But, you know, it's life, bro.
Okay, so the reason why I asked that question is because I wanted a little bit of perspective from, you know, regular person life, because I'm like in between lives right now where it's like I have like my 9 to 5 friends. I have my multi-million dollar, you know, friends and clients.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle right now, right?
Yeah.
And I'm starting to see like certain universal truth or like the laws of like the universe. And it's like, I'm like, whoa, this side of the house, a whole different perspective of life, and this side of the house, a whole different perspective of life, right? What are some like, I guess like lessons or key knowledge that you know and you learn from being an entrepreneur for so long, like that the normal people or everyday people don't know?
Everyday people don't understand the concept of risk. They don't understand the concept of action. When you take action on your goals, you're going to get the result you want. You get the desired outcome. 9 to 5ers, they look for the security blanket. They look for the health insurance. They look for the guaranteed paycheck. They want that hourly rate. They don't want the risk. They want to eliminate all the risks, and that's why they stay stuck in the fucking trap of 9 to 5. But the guys that take risks, the guys that know that, hey, I got to fucking risk it all. It's all on the line. I got to roll a 6. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? That guy makes millions of dollars.
That's fire right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's true. It's a totally different mindset of people who want to be multimillionaires and people who just want to be average. And that's okay for the people that want to be average. If you want to be average, be average.
Yeah.
That's fine. Live your average life with your average family and your average cars.
Yeah.
But if you want to fucking make millions of dollars, you got to take risks and you got to take action.
Yeah. No,
Most people don't understand the action part.
I mean, you're fast at action. Like, even I sent the form over for like the podcast last night. You did it in like less than an hour. That shit was crazy.
And that was a lot of questions.
Oh yeah, that was a lot. That was like 40 something questions.
And I fucking banged that shit out.
Yeah.
But I didn't bang it out myself. I used
Tell-
ChatGPT to bang that shit out.
Tell him how you set it up. The first one.
He sends me the form. It's a podcast form. Asks me my story, my life, my business goals, all kinds of different stuff on the form. And I look at this form and it's preparing me for the podcast and preparing you for the questions to ask me on the podcast.
Yeah.
And it's 10 o'clock at night. Zoon hits me up. He's like, yo, let's drop a podcast tomorrow. All right, bet that up. What time? I got my own life, bro. I do whatever fucking time I want, you know? So he sends me the form, fill out this little form and, it'll give me a better idea of, questions to ask you. I take that form and I just copy everything in that form over into my ChatGPT. And I told Wyatt, which is my ChatGPT's name. I know y'all motherfuckers are going to look at me crazy because I named my ChatGPT. Yeah, I'm a fucking psycho. Wyatt is my old dog, and my old dog was my best friend. And me and ChatGPT are so fucking close that he's like my best friend. So I named him. So I'm like, Wyatt, listen, I'm dropping a podcast tomorrow. I need to answer all these questions, and it's all relative to my life. And you know everything fucking about me anyway. So answer all these questions for me and make sure that I got something to fucking send to this guy so I can hook it up and it looks good. So I drop it all into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT just fucking boom, answers everything. And it's all to the T. But the only reason my ChatGPT could do that is because my ChatGPT knows me. I pay the $20 a month. It has the remembering version, and I use it daily, and I talk about my goals, my process, things that I'm learning how to do. I ask it all kinds of different questions about, hey, what should I do in this in my business? What should I do in this business? And I talk about what my business are, what my business is, my goals, my targets, the things that I want to do, and we just go back and forth. So ChatGPT knows me fucking better than I know me. And it shoots all that information. It shoots all that fucking information out quick. So it was able to answer all those questions so fast. And everything on that questionnaire is dead nuts accurate, 100%. I look at all the answers and I'm like, yep, that's me. Yep, that's exactly right. Yep, those are my goals. That's my lifestyle. This, so it was like fucking perfect. And I don't have to do the work. But you guys got to understand, work smart, not hard. And accomplish the task fast. And successful people, they act fast. Successful people respond fast. Successful people take action fast. Successful people are they're just action takers. They do not waste time. They don't fuck around. And if they see something and they see an opportunity, they jump on that opportunity right away. It's the people that let the opportunity sit and they don't do anything about it are the ones that fail.
100%. Like, I mean, you're a fast-moving guy, right?
100%.
And I'm getting there myself, right? And I'm starting to see that, like, regular people kind of move in slow motion.
Yeah.
Like,
Because they think everything's cool on Easy Street.
Yeah, like, I went to Ross yesterday because I had to pick up a dress shirt to go to, the Kiki place, right? Everyone in there is, like, slow-moving. The staff, the customer and everything. I was like,
it's almost fucking mind-boggling.
Yeah.
It almost drives you crazy because when you're not a slow-moving person and you want to get shit done, you're just boom, 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 boom. You look at the other people and you're like, that's why you're a fucking wagey.
Yeah. That's
why you work that fucking 9 to 5. And I'm not knocking the 9 to 5 people. Well, I am. But if you want to fucking be a millionaire and you want to make money in life, you have to get out of the rat race. You got to escape the matrix. You can't sit there and say, fuck it, I'm just going to accept average. And most people accept average. That's why there's the 99%ers and the 1%ers. And truthfully, I don't even like being in the 1%ers. I've asked ChatGPT where I am in the classification of percenters, and I'm in the 0.5 percenters.
Damn.
Net worth, action taker, visibility, you know what I mean? Everything that's going on in my life, I know that I'm on the extraordinary level. And that's what I try to breathe into the people that get on my program or to get with me, is to get on that level. Because we want to take people up. We want to move people up the ladder. We don't want to fucking let people stay and remain average. It's just not good.
Yeah.
You gotta level up.
You're that button on YouTube, you know, where you click like 1x speed, 2x speed, 1.5. You're the 2x speed guy.
All day long.
Yeah.
Go. Go, go, go. Fuck that shit. Ain't nothing slow.
It's so crazy because, like, you know, like I come from, like, you know, I was in the military. I did a bunch of 9-to-5 jobs, and coming into a different arena, it's like, it's a blessing for me to be in that arena. But I'm seeing a lot of like things too, like when I have staff and they're like, I'm like, hey, we need to do this. You're gonna have to take a little bit more responsibility, just, you know, so the company can survive, right?
Yeah.
But they always like, oh, well, if you pay me more, then I'll do that. But I'm like, well, I don't even know if you could even do that. But just do it real quick. We'll see if we can actually do it.
You know, when somebody says, pay me more and I'll do that, that just tells me their weaknesses. They don't understand the concept of, let me show you what I am worth. Let me show you what I can do, and you're going to pay me more.
Yeah.
When somebody actually jumps and they take the opportunity that I throw at them and they actually do it and they're real strong at it, I recognize that. And now I know, hey, that's so-and-so's strengths.
Yep.
But when somebody tells me what's in it for me, I know you're the what's in it for me guy and you got the what's in it for me syndrome instead of actually doing what it takes. And you're not going to get the recognition like the guy that jumps in and says, I got that, boss, no problem. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's the difference. So if you're a 9-to-5 wagee and you want to move up the ladder, you have to act like you want to move up the ladder. You have to take the action on the things that are going to show your capability of being up the ladder. Because if you don't, then you're just going to be looked at as another one of them fucking, you know, slaves. That's it.
That's well said. Like, I was trying to explain it to like my team.
Yeah.
And they didn't understand it. I was like, I'm a little bit too new in that arena to, I mean, you did it perfectly. Like, that shit was.
People got to jump, man.
Yeah.
They don't jump at opportunities.
Yeah.
So when somebody tells me, Mike, I want you to do this, and it's not in my description of what I'm supposed to be doing, and I know it's an opportunity, I'm going to go do that, and I'm going to do it fucking better than everybody else. Because now I know that you're going to look at me and be like, damn, Mike's a beast.
Yeah.
What else can Mike do? And then all of a sudden, boom, Mike's got other opportunities and other opportunities. And before you know it, now Mike's making more money. Because now Mike gets the opportunity to go do these other things that are in alignment with the outcome that they asked me for. So it's my goal to give them the best possible outcome. And all of a sudden, the opportunities are just going to flow my way.
Damn. I mean, you have years, decades of business experience. What is the best way, you know, when you outsource something or when you give somebody some work, what's the best way to like help them complete that task? Because right now everyone's too distracted with everything to like get anything done, which is kind of annoying in the kind of the market that we're in. What's your opinion on that?
Everybody today has fucking TikTok brain. That's the problem. They're so busy focusing on what's on the internet and they're so busy counting everybody else's money that they're not focused on their own task. If they would just focus on their own task and get that tunnel vision to complete that fucking task, they would do so much better in life. Put the damn phone down. Don't worry about all the bullshit and focus on getting the task done. It goes back to taking action. And if you take action and you focus on the fucking task that you have without the distractions of saying everybody else has this, how can I get there? You're going to fucking get there. You're going to get there a lot faster. So, I mean, that's my opinion on it.
I'm actually asking you real questions. You know,
Yeah.
Like,
no, I love it. These
like,
are fucking great.
You know
These
what
are
I'm
great
talking about?
questions. Sure.
Like it's real time questions.
It's real shit.
Like, we're not like, you know, hey, here's a set of questions. It's a guideline, but I actually want to know the real Mike and how he did it, because that's how I'm gonna like grow my business faster.
100%. Yeah.
You know, like,
I get it.
I'm in it to learn. You know, I love I love connecting with people. I love to like listen to their story because everyone has lessons in their stories.
Yeah.
And people that build like big businesses or acquire like, the 1% wealth, like they had to sacrifice a lot of things, comfort, relationship, a lot of things to get there. What was some of your biggest sacrifice you had to get to where you are today?
Wow, man. There's been so many sacrifices to get to where I'm at today. In the beginning, it was weekends. It was partying with my friends. I had to go to contractor's exam school. My friends were out on the four-wheelers going out to the woods. And I had to go to contractor's exam school and bury myself in the books and learn how to pass that contractor's test. That was one huge sacrifice I made in my early life when I was 18, 19, going to contractor school to learn. That was a big sacrifice. And when I started to actually make money, the biggest sacrifice was living below my means. And understanding that, hey, just because I have all this money coming in right now doesn't mean I can go out and party and buy Lamborghinis and all these different things that I'm not ready for yet. So I had to sacrifice those things and understand that, hey, I got to take this money and invest it, build this company, and then every time the company hit a big lick and I had a big job and I made a ton of money, if I wanted to go buy something extravagant, I held back on buying that extravagant thing and dumped the money back into the company to grow the company, even if I had to stay broke. But one thing I've always said is live below your means, but don't forget to live. I still went on 3 or 4 vacations a year. I still bought BMWs and Mercedes. I still bought nice shit, but I didn't buy Lambos. I didn't fly private. I didn't do stupid shit I could afford to at the time in my early 20s because I was making stupid money. But I didn't because I understood that the money was better well spent investing back into the business and growing that business so that one day I'd have a big exit. And it's always been in my mind to have a big exit. Every time I fucking grew that business and I dumped most of my money back into the business, I always thought to myself, fuck, man, I could do so many other things with this money and go have so much fun. Yeah. But that's not the key. The key was the business is a real savings account. Like that's my savings account. I used to have conversations with some of my rich friends and they'd be like, bro, why don't you just sell that business, man? You could probably get $3 million for it right now. And I'm like, no, man, that's not the ticket. I'm looking for the big exit. Yeah. I don't want to sell it for $3 million. Fuck that shit. And another thing is understanding when to strike when the iron's hot. Ooh. So when COVID hit and home service businesses became worth so much more money, when COVID hit, home service industry started becoming like 8x, 10x multiples, 12x multiples. And when I say 12x multiple, I mean 12x of EBITDA. And when you had a 12x EBITDA that used to be only a 3x EBITDA, and all these private equity groups are buying up all these home service companies, I was like, shit, now's the time. Yep. There's no better time. I don't think it's going to go to 14x or 20x EBITDA unless you had a multi-million-dollar fucking EBITDA. But at the time, I said, you know what? Now's the time. I can get an 8 or 10x on my company. I'm selling that bitch.
Damn.
That was it right there. Knowing when to strike. That is a key fucking thing, bro.
That's the sauce right there.
It's true, bro. It's true.
And then like I'm building my company to sell too as well.
Yeah.
My goal is 100 million.
There you go.
And the goal to get there is have a lot of reoccurring. Because on this journey, I interview one person, and it's doing like 5 million a month, but it's not like a hard 5 million where you're sweating your last dollar effort or whatever, right? It's reoccurring.
Sure. 11, that's huge.
11,000 plus account reoccurring every single one.
That's huge. The EBITDA on that's got to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Especially once you build it up. People used to say to me, Mike, you're fucking crazy for advertising $100,000 a month. What's wrong with you? You're crazy. You spend $100,000 a month? I'd be like, yeah, I spend $100,000 a month, but I'm doing 800 to $1 million a month in revenue. I'm okay with that. That's fine. And if I can run 18% margins, 18 to 20% EBITDA, hey, fuck, who's better than me? I'll make a couple $100,000 a month. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm down with that. So I would do it and continue to do it to build my brand. And when you build your brand and keep dumping the money back into the brand, you're making lots of money while you're doing it, and you're growing a massive brand that one day you're going to be able to sell for multi-millions and 8 figures. Like me, that's how I became a decamillionaire.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a very disciplined guy. Like how is fitness playing to others? Were you always like a fitness guy, or?
I haven't always been a very disciplined guy. I've been a very disciplined guy in making money, pretty much my whole life because I always wanted to make money.
Yeah.
Even as a young kid, I always asked people, how much did that cost? How much is that? How much is that? My mom used to be like, why do you always ask people how much it is? Because I want that. One day I'm going to have that.
Ooh.
So I want to know.
Yep.
So I would always ask people that. But with money and business, I've always been very disciplined. But I have my weaknesses.
Yeah.
In my 20s, I used to go out and fucking party after I started making so much money. I'd go out and party, VIP, the club, this, that. You know, I always said, don't forget to live. So I lived. You know what I mean? I fucking lived. But then I also started to realize that I was living a little too much. You know what I mean? I had to scale back a little bit on the living and start reinvesting.
Yeah.
And there's also a point in time where you have to reinvest into the generational wealth. And in my late 20s is when I started to understand that I need to reinvest in my generational wealth, which is real estate. And that's how I built my real estate. I started buying real estate in my late 20s and started understanding the concept of building generational wealth. And I have a whole process on how I build real estate and how I built up to 62 doors.
62 doors?
Yeah, paid for 100%.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's,
Still building more.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, like, you know, I've seen some of your other content on YouTube where people are like trying to tear you down and stuff like that.
Sure, they all do.
The haters and stuff.
Yeah, they hate what they fail to create.
Yeah, but like they don't know that you like do all this crazy stuff behind the scene that it's like nearly impossible, and only like less than 1% of people can actually pull it off.
They don't understand. You know, there's a big story behind the haters.
Yeah,
The haters just don't understand it.
yeah,
I've watched some of the hater videos, and it's pretty depressing.
yeah. I mean,
To
I
listen-
watched some of them. I know those people in person too, and they're super cool.
Yeah,
And they've like always been like they're super cool in person too. They always take care of you in person.
really.
Yeah, and I'm like they're just flopping the story so they can get some views and some money from YouTube. But YouTube money is small money compared to like business money, you know?
I mean, at the end of the day, everybody's got their niche, and that's the niche that they chose. You get to choose your niche.
Yeah,
And when you choose, you're either going to choose something that you enjoy or something that is like, I do it because it makes money, or something you fucking hate. You know what I mean? And they must enjoy the drama. That's why they create the hater videos. They enjoy it. They enjoy talking shit. They enjoy that lifestyle. But meanwhile, they're still enjoying living in their fucking grandma's basement because they can't make no real money.
yeah,
You see, I choose to do something that makes me a lot of money and something that I can enjoy. So I enjoy real estate investing. I enjoy HVAC and building teams. I enjoy having people on my team that can grow with me and make money alongside me, as opposed to me being the king of the hill. I want everybody to eat. That's why I always give everybody the opportunity to go either hourly or commission, because there's guys that want to go hourly and they just want that security blanket. And then there's guys that really want to level up and they want 100% commission.
damn, that's smart actually. That's the nugget I just picked up from you.
100%, bro. Yeah. I mean, it's just the way I've always built my business.
Yeah.
And then you have your guys that are hourly. Typically the guys that choose the hourly are the guys that can't sell.
Ooh,
And they want the security blanket.
yep,
They might know how to fix stuff. They're really good with their hands. They're technical. And then typically the guys that are all commission, they can't fix shit. They don't fucking know how to fix hardly anything. They got to sell shit and send the hourly guy back to go do it because these guys are fucking clueless. But they can sell ice to an Eskimo. They get kicked out of hell for selling ice cubes. These fucking guys are animals, you know? But I mean, I've been a hybrid. I know how to sell. I know how to fix shit. I know how to teach people how to fix shit. I know how to teach people how to sell shit and build teams.
How do you like get so patient with people? Because I mean, like I have a short temper with some people, you know.
I got a short temper too. I would say I have a short temper. Being patient with people is probably one of the hardest things that anyone can accomplish because you can't fix stupid. You just can't. As many times as I've tried, it's just not possible. It doesn't fucking work. So you have to be patient, and you have to also understand people's strengths and people's weaknesses, utilize them for their strengths, and then take away their weaknesses and put their weaknesses on somebody that's strong in that area.
Damn. Are you a faith-based guy, or are you like more atheist, or what are you?
What's that? What?
Are you
Oh, faith-based.
faith-based? Yeah, like religious, God.
I'm a Christian man. I we pray every night before we eat. I pray with my kids. My kids, I bring them up in a Christian lifestyle. I curse a lot. As a Christian man, I do curse.
Yeah.
But I don't think that that's not okay. I think that I can have my relationship with God and I can also talk shit. It's okay. You know what I mean? I don't have to be like this square, straight edge individual because I'm a Christian man. I don't believe that. Do I go to church? Sure, I go to church. Do I go every weekend? Do I go every Wednesday? No, I don't. I go when I want to go. But I also know that I have my relationship with God. I speak to God on a daily basis. When I wake up and my feet hit the floor, I thank God for allowing me another day. I thank God for giving my kids the opportunity to have another day and for us to all breathe this great air and have this opportunity to make things out of life. And I believe in God, but I have my own personal relationship with God. I speak to God. I don't have someone else cram God down my throat.
Do you believe that, it's a controversial question, but do you believe that, everyone has like a prophecy to them and then God just somehow put more on your plate than most people?
I think that God picks his people and he knows this person can handle this much. And this person over here is weak and they can't handle shit. So we got to make sure that we give the people who can handle stuff the tasks that need to be handled. And I think that God delivers that through the people. He uses us as a vessel. Yeah. And he understands where his strong players are and where his weak players are. And he utilizes all of his players for their strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah. I mean, like, the strong player, when the strong player wins, the weak player eats as well. Because they're working for the strong player.
Typically, yeah.
Right?
Sure.
But when the weak player win out of a lottery, luck, whatever, it doesn't really, go as planned. Like,
lottery winners always fucking blow the money. They're not meant to be rich. They don't understand the concept of money, and they don't understand the concept of getting the training so that they can utilize the money to make them successful in the long term.
Yep.
That's why they're lottery winners. So, you see it all the time. The guys that are, and some people have successful operations, like, for instance, ball players. Not all ball players are fucking great with money. I mean, clearly, it's obvious. They take the money, some of them invest it, some of them are very smart, very talented, but a lot of them are stupid and they go blow it and they piss it away and they're broke. It's kind of like a lottery winner.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Actually, I didn't never thought about it that way for like rappers too as well.
Same shit.
Yeah.
They won the lottery. They became famous. They won the lottery. They just didn't win a scratch off or pick numbers. They won the lottery in a different way. And then they become broke. Yeah. You could say I won the lottery when I sold my business. But truthfully, I planned for that.
Yeah.
You see, most people don't plan to fail. They fail to plan. I planned to sell my business one day. Yeah. So I built every single stepping stone into that business. And then when I sold it, it was like hitting the lottery. I got 8 figures for that thing. But I planned it the whole way. I knew that my business was only worth 3x EBITDA the whole time. And I knew that my business was only worth a few $1 million the whole time. But the minute it became worth 8 figures, that motherfucker went for sale. And I closed that deal. Because I knew, strike when the iron's hot.
That's crazy.
Real talk.
And you primed the iron. Like, it's not like, you brick by brick. You're like
brick by brick.
I mean, from talking to you, I could tell you're like a very disciplined person, and you're always hitting, like, trying to like hit the right thing all the time. And longevity is something that you have that a lot of people don't, like stamina.
I've always believed in generational wealth. And I've always believed that you have to build everything so that your family will be successful in the future. So that's why I've always taken my money and put it into real estate and continued to build the real estate.
So you broke that generational curse for your family.
Just 100% broke that generational curse. My whole family was broke. My whole family was middle class average. I wouldn't say broke, but middle class average. Yeah. Just average, working the 9 to 5, getting by. Yeah. Nobody in my family became millionaires.
Damn.
No,
All right,
nobody.
you're the first.
Yeah, I would definitely say I'm the first.
So, quick question: was there any moment in you running your operation in your business that you were like, "Oh my god, I don't know how I'm gonna make it"?
Fuck yeah, there were many moments. How many moments did I have where I was like, holy shit, we're gonna have to shut this bitch down? I've had plenty of them throughout my career. 2008, for example.
Yeah.
I got down to my last $20,000.
Wow.
30 something trucks on the road with 20 grand, running $500,000 a month in expenses with 20 grand saved in the bank account. I thought I was going under.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
But you know what I did? I got my big boy pants on. I jumped back in a truck. I went out there and started selling. I cut fucking all the expenses that I possibly could and built a skeleton crew and got that shit grinded down to the bare minimums of where it needed to be so I could get through those slow times. And then once I got through those slow times and I seen that there was another side of this, I started slowly growing the business again.
Yeah.
That was 2008. And that shit happened multiple times, man. There was multiple different occasions where that happened. Like 2008 was the big one that I remember.
Yeah.
Because that was the big that was the
I
big
mean,
crash.
we lost our home.
Everybody lost so much shit.
Yeah.
And it taught me in 2008, it taught me a lot of different things about leverage also. And that was one of the main reasons why I said I won't buy real estate on leverage. Because if you buy real estate on leverage, if another 2008 happens again, you're very likely to lose it all.
Yeah.
And I didn't want that to happen. So that's why I always took the philosophy, every piece of real estate that I buy, I'm buying with 100% cash, and I'm not losing my shit to the bank. It ain't happening.
Wow. That's gangster.
It's real.
And 65 doors a lot. Or 60 something doors.
62.
62.
And I still got lots of land that I've got that I own that I'm building out.
Wow.
And we're going to tear this house down and build a mansion. That's coming soon. That's coming real soon. We're getting through permit process right now. I've bounced around from GC to GC.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a little bit of a shit show, but we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Damn. That is sick. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks, man. I'm pretty excited about that one.
yeah. No, that's pretty sick.
It's gonna be cool. It'll be cool.
Are you gonna have like a studio in your house or anything like that?
Oh, bro, I got all kinds of gangster shit. It's got a movie theater. I got my own fucking office that I'm gonna build out to be a badass like studio kind of office.
Yeah.
Overlooking the water.
Oh shit.
We designed the whole house custom. So
Yeah.
everything is designed from the ground up custom. 7,000 square feet. It's gonna be fucking massive.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm excited. I can't wait to break ground. It's coming.
Yeah.
I've been talking about it for a little while, which really sucks that I've been talking about it, but we're close, man. We're real close. Finally got a good GC that we got everything lined up with. We got our subs all lined up. Everybody's getting all lined up, and we're ready to start breaking ground pretty soon.
Wow. Damn. That's crazy. Because in my business, I get to see people when they first start. I get to see people when they're like having big wins.
Come a long way from the trailer parks, bro.
Yeah. No, I mean like it's
Shit.
freaking.
Different world. Different fucking world.
Yeah. It's
You know?
not. It's not even like. God damn, that's crazy. I hope to be there.
So what do you see going on? What do you see going on in your near future with content creation, funnel build outs, things that you're doing?
So the craziest thing is I actually simplify my business. Before it was like a lot of like, different style of content, stuff like that. The main thing we do now is I tell people like, hey, I can get you leads, right? And a lot of, there's also like there's people like you that are good at social media, can talk on camera, right?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of businesses everywhere that can't do that.
Yeah.
Right. So I help them get on camera. I help them run their ads. I help them get a script. Like we even have like one guy and a friend of mine now who did like 10 ads for him. And one of the ad hit 500,000 in 6 months.
Really?
And it was like coaching. So it was like, a lot more profitable.
Nice.
It's not like employer cost of goods sold. So that one ad did crazy.
Coaching's very profitable. There's a lot of profits in coaching for sure.
It's just because you don't have to have like a giant team plus a giant like operation, rent, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because you can scale online. you
Yeah.
know, And that's one of the things that's pretty wild. Any digital product that have recurring revenue is crazy sauce for to sell to private equity.
So the couple of things that we're going to be implementing here in the near future with the new company is shifting a lot of my direct mail marketing dollars to online.
Yeah.
So that's something that we'll have conversations about for sure, without a doubt.
I
Funnel
mean,
build outs, go high level,
yeah.
content, everything online for the AC company
Yeah.
to generate leads in the AC company.
You just need one funnel. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like I've seen a lot of business model. I have 134 clients, and I've seen like all the business model,
Nice.
and I'm like, oh my god, the one that works, the one that makes the most money, or the simplest one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well,
like,
that's like the philosophy, keep it simple, stupid, the KISS philosophy.
yeah, and like scalability wise,
Yeah.
all the other business I have that are like, I mean, the clients I work with that are more complex, once they start scaling, things go wrong. People not completing their tasks, delivery not getting met, like just a lot of scalability issues. Yeah.
There's a lot of moving parts when you scale.
Yep.
Because you don't have your finger on the pulse for everything.
Yeah.
And it's a totally different game when you go from self-employed to an actual business owner, entrepreneur.
Yeah.
It's a different world. And if you don't understand all the different breakpoints that you're going to go through, and you don't understand how to scale and how to actually manage the teams and delegate all the appropriate responsibilities to each team member, it goes back to figuring out who's got the strengths and who's got the weaknesses. And you can't have your weak players where you need them strong. Yeah. You got to fucking eliminate those weak players, put the strong ones in where they need to be. And the weak players, they might be good hands, but you can use them for hands. Don't use them for things where your strong players need to be. And
like a lot of like our, I would say like regular business client, when we do ads or something, we tell them like just run it to the EM first, but they want to run it to a form and they want to have that lead fill out like 10, 20 questionnaire. I'm like, well,
you're losing them.
Like
you're losing customers. Like, nobody wants to do that shit.
Yeah, and
nobody wants to fill out a fucking form. I hate it when I have to fill out a form.
You see what I'm talking about, right?
I can't stand it. I'll click away from that shit and go look for something else.
Yeah, that's the beginner like ad problem I see for most people.
I've taught my guys in their funnel on the 8-figure HVAC platform. I tell them when they have their funnel, they show me their funnel, and I say, "What's the critical information you need?"
Yeah,
because they want to get name, address, phone number, email address. They want to get what's the AC doing, what kind of what's the experience, what kind of product are you, what product are you looking for? And there's fucking all kinds of questions that they ask, and it's like, bro, get rid of all that shit. I want your name. I don't give a fuck about your last name. I just want your first name. I want your phone number and your email address.
That's it. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody.
If you can't get the email, and don't make the email address a mandatory field. I want the email address, don't get me wrong, but a lot of people don't want to put their email address in because they don't want to be spammed with a bunch of junk mail. Yeah. So I make the name and the phone number a mandatory field with a little star next to it, and the email address is optional. Don't get me wrong, we want the email address. But give them the option. But if you give me your name and your phone number, I now have the ability to contact you. And click the fucking button that says that I can send you text messages automated. Because now I can send you automated text messages. Yeah. I can reach out to you. I can have a setter contact you and blow that phone up until you actually answer the phone. I can gather all that information on the phone call. Yeah. I can find out everything I need to find out on the phone call. Once I get you on the phone, I can tell if your AC is not cooling. I can tell if you're interested in a new AC or you're interested in the air duct cleaning or a service or whatever it is. I can get all that information, your address, all that information I can get on the phone call. But in the funnel, keep it stupid simple because people have this mindset and this attention span of a fucking ant. Yeah. They only want to put in minimal shit.
See, you made your 8-figure company. You understand that.
Yeah.
And I have to fight with a lot of, clients all the time.
What's the most important thing?
Yeah.
Capture the lead.
Yeah.
Get the lead. Either click this button to call me or fill out this little fucking name and phone number so that I can call you. Those are the only two things I need.
Pretty much it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Once I get that, we're golden. Shit. Because now it's on me. Because I got the email, I got your name, and I got your phone number. Now, there's a notes section that I always put on there, but it's not mandatory.
Yeah.
So in the funnel, there's a notes section and there's an email section, but it's not a mandatory field. If they want to type some notes in, hey, my AC is not working, this and that, or I'm interested in this, blah, blah, blah. They want to type whatever notes in. Great, cool. They took the time to type that in, but I'm not going to make it mandatory. All I want is your name and your phone number. I'm going to reach out to you and I'm going to fucking get you. I'm going to get all the information I need once I get you on the phone.
Yeah, I mean, like, you understand the lead flow, the lead process. You
Yeah.
know? 'Cause they're not gonna buy the first call all the time. It's just nurture, nurture, nurture.
Yeah, what is it, like 7 or 8 touch points also before they actually
Yeah,
do business with you?
Yeah. But usually, if you give them the ability to do research on you, it's
Sure.
1 to 3 calls.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
at least all your information's online. They'll do research before they even talk to you.
So you have them put like reviews.
Oh no, like make sure you're easy to look up. Like they'll look up your Google business, they'll look
Yeah.
up your I don't know whatever. Like for me, and they'll see like my website, they'll see my past client, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Client
but,
wins.
yeah, client wins. Just give them the ability to do research on you,
Sure.
and then when they ready to go, they're and then you don't have to like lecture, or show them stuff.
A lot of people also drive leads to their website,
Yeah.
which is the biggest fucking mistake anybody could ever do.
Tell them.
And I tell them all the time, get rid of that funnel. That's not a funnel. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
This ain't the Taj Mahal. Giving them fucking something where they could just go click here, click there, click over here, and then all of a sudden you lost them. You drive the lead to one landing page. That landing page is pertaining to the information that they looked up and searched. It has that information. It answers their questions. It helps them solve their problem, and it gives them an option to do business with you.
Yeah.
Click to call. There should be click to call also. None of that phone number that you can't click on.
Yeah, click
that
to
shit
call.
bothers me. I won't call a business if I get on their landing page and I can't click the phone number to call them. If I got to write that phone number down and call them, I'm going to somebody else's landing page.
That's sauce right there.
I'm not going to that. You know what I mean?
I've just learned that from doing a construction company funnel.
Yeah, dude, click to call is important. And minimal information. Name and phone number is all you fucking need. That's it. And now I can contact you back. And all that shit should funnel back into a Go High Level program. And that Go High Level program, or there's other programs, but I like Go High Level. And that's
It's the best one right
That's
now.
going to continue remarketing to that client and keep that client going.
Yeah, it's the
Right
best
now
one.
we're looking at getting some overseas help also.
Yeah.
To help us with all that stuff, a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah. Go high level it's always been the gold standard. It still is.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean
Having a setter call them back, somebody from overseas is also pretty good. But I like in-house people too.
yeah. I mean I try hiring Americans and they don't call back. They call back and they get nervous and stuff like that. I feel like sometimes the overseas call back, like the VA from Germany.
Yeah.
So I had VA from
They're probably hungrier, right?
I have VA from like Philippines.
Yeah.
They're not as hungry
Really?
or aggressive. But I had VA from Germany and they're crazy.
I think that's all part of the interview process as well.
Yeah.
If you're hiring a VA, you shouldn't just pick the first one or the cheapest one.
Yeah.
You should interview several of them and get a feel for who you feel has that hunger, who has the gift of gab, who could talk, who doesn't say all the time. Mm-hmm. You want somebody that can communicate fluently and communicate well, and they feel hungry. You can tell. When you talk to somebody on a Zoom, you could tell if somebody's hungry or if somebody's just laid back. You see somebody all slouched back in their chair and they answer you with this slow tone of voice. And fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. You're done. Next. You know what I mean? You want somebody that's got that somebody that's got a little bit of spunk in them.
Yeah.
It's all part of the interview process.
Yeah.
And when you find that person, you're like, you're the one. You're hired.
Yeah. I mean,
what's it going to take to get you on the team?
100%. Also, like in my mind, when I hired the Germany like VAs,
Yeah.
I'm like, these guys built BMWs and Mercedes and stuff. Like, I don't know if the Philippines built any cars yet.
I mean,
I like cars.
They're probably smarter individuals, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's just a different culture, But
yeah.
Every time I work with different types, I was like, whoa, the culture kind of is good.
Sure.
Aggressive. Sure. I want aggressive or like hungry, like you said right there.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Aggressive, hungry. You could tell who you're working with at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you could figure it out.
Yeah.
But it's all part of the work process. Mm-hmm. It's all part of weeding out the bullshit.
Yeah.
And
there's so much bullshit. Like in the beginning, I lost so much money, like hiring so many people so fast.
One of the biggest mistakes I've ever made was taking the path of least resistance. Taking the path of least resistance because it's easier. We think, oh, let's just do this because it's easier right now. Boom. That path of least resistance winds up costing you more in the long run, winds up not being nearly as successful because you haven't put in the energy and the effort and the time into it. You got to put in that time. You got to put in that energy in order to realize that, hey, sometimes the things that are a little bit harder are worth way more.
Yep.
but you put in a little extra work on it.
Yep.
When you take the easy route,
You're saying there's no shortcut.
right, there's no fucking shortcut, man.
Yeah.
No,
The only thing is speed.
everybody wants the shortcut.
Yep. But the only thing is speed.
Speed to lead is the best. It's speed to lead is everything. That's like critical. I've always told all my team members, speed to lead is number one. If a lead comes in, you better be on it fast, because if you're not on it fast, somebody else is, and you're going to lose it.
Yep.
Because the first person that gets to that lead typically is going to be the winner.
Yep.
That's why when I advertise in these magazines and I go in like these home improvement magazines, I always pay a little bit extra to be the first AC company in the book. Don't put me in the middle of the book. Don't put me in the back of the bus. I don't care if it's cheaper to be in the back of the bus. I want to be the first one. When they open up that page, I want to be the inside front cover. I want to be page 3, maybe page 4. I want to be the first one. I typically like to be on the right side of the page because the eye travels to the right. But it don't matter. If I got to be the left side of the page, but I'm going to be before the other AC companies, I'll take it. Doesn't matter.
Damn.
But I want to be before everybody else. I want to be first. Because if you're not first, you're last.
So let me ask you, like, if a person's business is stagnant, how do they get the momentum they need to, have that breakthrough or like push forward?
Action. Fucking action, bro. Yeah. If you're stagnant, it's because you're not taking enough action in the areas to grow your business so that it's not stagnant. You need to seek the information that's going to help you grow. The information's out there. And we don't have an information problem. We have an application problem. Wes says that shit all the time.
Yeah.
It's a fact. We have an application problem. People don't take action to seek the information, and the information is out there. You've got ChatGPT. You've got coaches. You've got everything online, all kinds of different stuff on Google. There's so many ways to get the information that you need to grow your business. Find people like Zoon right here, who's going to put you on game and build your funnel and help you with your content creation so that you can blow your business up. But you need to get around the right fucking people and take action. It's not just about getting around the right people. It's about getting around the right people and actually saying, you know what? You're going to fucking be able to get me to that next level. How much? And pay that motherfucker.
Damn. I love it. Yeah, that's how I was able to grow my video company really fast.
Yeah.
Because I was hiring the best talent.
Yeah.
And I was paying them fast. And when I pay them fast, they're not stressed on creating my project or fulfilling it.
I'm always big on paying people fast.
Yeah.
When it comes to talent, when it comes to anything, it doesn't matter. So I'll pay you to get the fuck out of my life, or I'll pay you to stay in my life. One of the two. If you're great, I'm going to pay you fast because I want you to come back. If you suck, I'm going to pay you fast because I want you to fuck out of here. I'm on to the next one. I don't hold on to people. I find out who's great and who's not great, and I stick with the people who are great, and I pay them. I do not fuck people out of money.
Wow.
Nobody. Ever.
Damn. That's a big thing with a lot of like entrepreneurs and like a lot of contractors do that. I don't want to,
That's the truth, bro.
Yeah.
You're not saying nothing that. Oh,
That's a sick background too.
Look at this motherfucker. Yeah. No, you're spitting the truth. A lot of contractors fuck up.
Yeah. I didn't know that until I work with a lot of contractors.
Yeah.
And then I see them get fucked over. It's a lot in the construction space too as well. People not getting paid on time, things like that.
With contractors, it's kind of crazy because you need to understand how to pay contractors the right way, and also how to hold back a little bit of money so that they actually get off their ass.
Yeah.
Because a lot of contractors are fucking lazy. And when they get a little bit of a payment, they disappear for a little while. I'm going through it right now with a project that I'm dealing with right now. I'm building a pool.
Yeah.
I pay the guy, he shows up, he does some work, and then he's gone for a week.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, man. And he comes back, does a little bit more work, 1 day's worth of work, and he's gone for another 3 or 4 days. And it's like, dude, why can't you just come over here and stay day after day after day?
Yeah.
And then I have other contractors who are a little bit more expensive, but you pay them and they send their guys there and they don't leave till the job's done. They're just there every day like clockwork. That's the guy I want in my circle. I want that guy. I'd rather pay and have that guy. And it's like the old saying, good, fast, cheap. You only get to pick two. You want to be good and fast, and ain't gonna be cheap.
Yeah, tell them about
You want it to be fast and cheap, it ain't gonna be good. What's the other one? Hold on. You want it to be good and cheap, it ain't gonna be fast.
No, I mean that's universal truth.
It's so true though, bro. That concept is 1000% true.
Yeah,
I mean, I experience it when I deal with people.
yeah.
So I'd rather pay and get it done fast and get it done good.
Yeah, yeah. Don't.
I want it good and fast. It ain't gonna be cheap, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fast.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I'd rather that. Less headaches. My wife ain't gonna be on my ass talking about what the fuck.
Yeah.
And I gotta deal with it. I don't want to hear her shit.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with problems when you got home.
No,
you know? You just wanna
no.
relax.
I got enough fucking problems. Got to keep her happy. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, man, this reminded me of I ran across America on foot.
Yeah.
I had an RV like this
Oh yeah.
with my face on it.
Oh nice. Would you wrap it?
Yeah, yeah. It was like semi-sponsor.
Oh nice.
So and they wrapped the RV in like faster than wrapping a car.
No shit.
Yeah, I was like, yo, that's crazy.
That's fucking awesome.
They wrapped it, I think, like 2 days or something like
Tell me a little bit about that. What'd you do? Where'd you go across America?
that. Okay. So when I was in the military, I saw this movie called Forrest Gump.
Yep.
And I was like, that'd be cool to do one of these days, you know?
Okay.
And I never had like the money to do it until I hit like back-to-back 6-figure months. And I was like, oh, shit. I might not be this young ever again. And
Yep.
I might not have this much cash ever again. So I just kind of YOLO'd it. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't even see the RV until like 6 hours before we start the run thing. And it's not like I'm not racing against anybody. I was
Sure.
like, I just want to just travel by feet across America, you know?
No shit.
And I was like, damn, these are like $1 million legs, you know, at the time, right? Because I was like, I need them to work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I was taking care of them real good. You know?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, in the beginning, I was doing like 10 to 20 miles a day. And then we hit Kansas. And I was like, fuck, you know, Stripe was holding a lot of my money,
Uh-huh.
like a little bit more than 40 grand. And I was like, that was my run money too, you know?
Yeah.
So in the back end, I did 30 miles a day. So it covered me before I ran out of money.
No shit.
Yeah.
So tell me about Stripe. Why did they hold your money?
Like when you make an account and you process a lot of money really fast.
Yeah.
So we had multiple accounts for like one of our event, but it's like you're not supposed to make like 40 grand your first week, you know?
They don't know how many are going to be chargebacks. Or,
Yeah. So they
you know,
held it for like.
If there's any kind of fraud or something like that, they might think or whatever.
Yeah, it's
So
just
they,
like
they
I
just
was
want
like,
a security blanket to hold it.
I was like, damn, we're moving kind of fast and we're breaking the matrix.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know, ATM only give you $500.
But obviously everything was good to go. So
Yeah.
you got your money and everything
I
was
mean,
legit.
I still have 10K like lingering around the space somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
With Stripe?
They said they give back to the person, but you know, I never knew they give back to her or not. You know.
Gotcha.
But all the other people, they were nice. They just called and did a chargeback and then paid me with a different payment system.
Oh, really?
And I was like super thankful because I was like, damn. Like, can you imagine like
Yeah.
you're like in the middle of Kansas and you have like $0.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know how I pulled the rest off. It was like just fate. I was like, you know, and I was closing some deals. You know, I have a small team and stuff like that. But yeah, it was pretty wild.
How many clients do you have now?
134.
134 clients. Congratulations, man. That's
Yeah.
fucking massive. And how long have you been doing this?
About like almost 3 years, but
Almost. All right. So you got 3 years, 134 clients,
yeah.
reoccurring.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm like the only person that could. They tell me I'm like the only person that could bring the best of them out on camera.
Oh, really?
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause it's more than just like. It's more than just like, here's a camera, say something, right? It's like, we gotta be able to get in that flow state together,
Sure.
and I gotta be smart enough to like not piss you off. You know what I'm talking about?
Makes sense.
In order for you to be like in that flow state, because that flow state is very vulnerable, you know, and you're telling the truth, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, that's like the.
So you've talent. Your talent. One of your talents. One of your many talents is
Yeah.
actually getting people to open up
Yeah.
into their story.
Yeah, and then
And
they make
understanding.
really good ads after that.
And then those conversations that you have with those people, they use those as good ads.
Yes. It's because like they're truly themselves. And we have tons of clips that have like over 1 million views.
Yeah.
No ads, just organic.
Really?
Yeah. And
Really?
it's like just them like dropping the armor.
So you're specializing in getting your client to really open up and be their authentic self.
Yep.
And tell their story in their own authentic manner.
Yep. And even when they do sales pitch, it's their story that they pitch first.
Sure.
And then people
I can
relate
definitely say that with us, first time we've done this,
Yeah.
you've definitely brought me to tell things in an authentic manner,
to that.
open up and give you my story, very authentic.
Yeah.
Nothing's made up. You know what I mean? I'm not over here trying to be somebody I'm not.
Yeah.
And you brought that out by talking to me this way and asking me these questions.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, like for me, I genuinely want to learn the sauce, you know, try to get rich as well. Come on now, you know what I'm
sure.
talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I genuinely interested in learning from you and also the lessons you've learned so I could skip it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Well, the speed to success is learning from people who've done it.
yeah.
At the end of the day, when you learn from people who have been in the position that you want to be in, you will grow faster.
Yeah.
And you'll learn. It's the better way to learn instead of trying to figure it all out on your own and learning the hard way.
Yeah. Yeah. No, 100%. And I mean, on that run, I did learn a lot of stuff the hard way.
Oh, bro, you know how many things I learned the hard way? Fuck. So much shit. I had to figure it all out. In life, as I was building my business, I had to learn so many different things the hard way because there was nobody to teach me. And the only people that I was able to get taught from were the other contractors that were in the position I wanted to be in. And those contractors, they didn't want to give up the sauce.
Nobody wants to give up sauce. Everyone's a gatekeeper.
Everybody's a fucking gatekeeper, man.
Yeah.
Especially the other contractors. So when you're working for 5 different contractors and you're constantly asking certain questions that are relative to their business, they start getting a little bit pushed back. Like, I don't want to tell you all my marketing strategies. I don't want to tell you my payroll strategies. I don't want to tell you all the things that you need to know to be successful. They're not telling me that, but they're giving me innuendos on different things. And they're not giving me full, complete answers that I need in order to really succeed.
Yeah.
So you have to figure it out on your own. And figuring it out on your own is learning the hard way. Because you're going to fucking stumble. You're going to make mistakes. And when you make those mistakes tend to be very expensive. And when you can learn it, like nowadays, somebody can hire me and learn all kinds of different shit. They get on the Q&As with me on every Wednesday at 6 p.m. on the school community. And they just ask me all kinds of different questions. And I'm an open book. I drop all kinds of sauce. And shit that I'm doing now to build my AC company now, I tell all my team members. And they're like, oh, man, that's badass. I'm going to do that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I simplify my message down so much. Lead generation made simple.
Yeah.
That's it. And then click a book a call. That's it. Scroll down more, it's just testimonials. And then I just tell people, hey, I can get you leads in 48 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we're definitely going to have to talk about that too, because I want to start building my leads in the MF90 program. Because that's something that I don't really focus a ton of my attention on. But it's like if somebody really wants fitness, mindset, nutrition, and they want that type of coaching, they can come to me and I have a program for them for that. Yeah. But I'm not really like blasting it out there too much to where I'm trying to really get that.
I mean, you're helping people from multiple directions. They got to be the best version of themselves first before they could crank on the money, right?
I'm helping people be the best version of themselves, establish a discipline to stop eating all the fucking snacks and all the bullshit, get in the best shape possible, flip your mindset from being a 9-to-5 to somebody who's actually ready to go open a business and actually work and grow in life and actually get what they want out of life as opposed to just average mediocrity. So instead of being mediocre, instead of being average, they can be successful in different areas.
Yeah.
And it's not just about being successful in money. Everybody thinks it's all money, money, money. Mm-hmm. When you become the best version of you and you actually focus on being in shape, eating healthy, continuing to have a clear mindset to focus on your target and on your dreams, everything else kind of falls into place. You know, success starts to happen because you already walk in the room and you own the room because you feel good. Your confidence is there. Your level of confidence is just fucking going through the roof. So people feel that aura. You fucking spew that.
Yeah.
And they're more likely to do business with you, more likely to be interested in working with you because of the way that you present yourself. And when you walk in the room and you're sloppy, you don't take care of yourself, people feel that energy and they're like, man, I don't want to invest in that person.
Yeah.
You know, it's a completely different thing.
That's the sauce. One of the sauce right there, that aura.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Like the biggest thing for me is like I really like the content thing. And the one thing I want in this lifetime for me is like that run across America.
Yeah.
So like that's like my baseline happiness. I'll never like go below that because the one thing I want in this life is that, and I got it. So like I'm more transparent with people. I don't really care as much, you know? Like before I would be like, oh, I need this person to think of me this way so I can make money off of them, right?
Right.
So I could, whatever. But now I like, oh, well, I already got what I wanted. Like everything else is like a bonus to me.
See, I think I live my life very similar to that.
Yeah.
I can relate to that a lot because I always tell people in my content especially, I don't need your money.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Buy my program or don't buy my program. It doesn't make a difference to me.
Yeah.
I've already got massive income coming in.
Yeah.
I've already made it.
Yeah.
Built a business, sold it for 8 figures, building another one, 62 doors, building more apartments. You know what I mean? So I don't need people's money. What I need is people to understand that I want to see people level up. Mm-hmm. And I want to give people coaching. I've coached people for free for so many years in my AC business. Brought up so many different people to open up their own business. Shit, my cousin, I was just bragging about him the other day on a video, how he finally opened his own business and now he's driving a BMW or driving a Benz and all kind. His wife's got a big lifted up truck. Just bought his daughter a lifted up truck. You know what I mean? He's doing really good now that he's got his own business. Yeah. But it took me selling my company for him to actually say, "Fuck, what am I going to do now?" And he went and got his own company. But I've coached a lot of people along the way and got them to success, and that shit makes me feel good. And now when I coach people, it's like, all right, I want to coach you, but I also would like to be paid for my time because I'm going to put my time, energy, and effort. I'm going to pour into you.
You're going to know if somebody's serious or not.
Yeah. Like people who pay attention.
Oh, for real, yeah.
You know what I mean? I've had a few people who don't pay attention. I'm pretty surprised with that shit.
I mean, but they probably just have too much money.
They got too much fucking money. That's what the problem is, bro. They're just way too loaded. It's like, I don't even know. But for the most part, people who pay attention. Anytime I give it to them for free, it's very, very rare that they do something with it.
Yeah.
Like I've coached many people along the way in my AC business for free, and tons of them didn't do shit with it.
Yeah.
But then there's a good handful of them that actually went and opened up their own business, and now they got 5 trucks or 10 trucks or 15 trucks on the road, and they're successful. And I coached them for free when I was building my business, and they were employees of mine, but they would just ask a lot of questions. And instead of me being the gatekeeper, like most contractors were, I was an open book to all those guys. I treated them like family. And I would just tell them, hey, man, you got to do this, you got to do that. Look at how I'm doing this, and look at how I'm doing that, blah, blah, blah. And I would go through all the different steps with them of what I'm doing that's successful, and they would just fucking R&D, bro, rob and duplicate.
That's a new phase. R&D, research development, rob and duplicate.
That's it. And now they're successful.
Yeah. No, that's freaking sick.
But isn't that the concept, though?
Yeah.
Like, you see somebody successful at something, you want to get next to that person and learn from them.
Yeah.
Why would you do something different? If that's like people talk shit about me with Wes. They're like, oh, you fucking copied Wes and this and that. And it's like, I didn't copy Wes. Wes taught me a blueprint that works, and I follow the blueprint.
Yeah.
And it's not my fault that I'm a good student, and I follow the blueprint, and it works. Yeah. And if it worked for him, then why do something different? Why am I going to pay somebody to teach me something, and I'm going to be like, you know what, bro? Fuck that shit. My mousetrap's better. I catch more mice doing it my way, and I'm going to do it my way. I put my own authentic spin on it, obviously. Yep. But I'm going to follow his blueprint.
Yeah. I mean, he's like the one that kind of created this industry. And a lot of people, even some of the biggest name, they kind of just use it. Like that's his blueprint. And you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
I mean, at the end of the day, bro, Wes came out in this industry, and he's the GOAT in this shit. You know what I mean? He definitely made a lot of money coaching people, teaching coaches. And, I mean, I got nothing bad to say, bro. That motherfucker taught me a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I got a lot of gold nuggets from being in the program and learning stuff.
Yeah.
It's been good shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna come close to this podcast. I got like 2 more questions.
All right.
Okay. So, if you had like the microphone to the whole world right now, what is the message you want to give to everybody right now, taking account the current situation we're in with the economy, with everything that's going on, craziness? What's your one message to the world right now?
Get next to the right person and learn from that person what you want to do. So it doesn't matter. If you want to learn a specific thing, a niche, a trade, whatever it is, find the person who has the most success in that area, somebody you can fuck with, somebody that you feel like I can click with that person, I can vibe with that person. And whatever you can do to get next to that person, do it. Understand that it's very important for you to be able to click with that person so that you can get the information and extract the information and retain the information without all the distractions and the noise. That's my biggest piece of advice is learn from the people who've done it and then apply what you learned and take action on everything that you learned. Don't wish and hope. Don't count somebody else's money. Just get next to the right people that are going to help you level up and fucking learn from that person and take action.
Fire. And one more question. How can people find you and what platform are you on?
So I'm on YouTube, Mike Forgione. I'm on TikTok, Mike Forgione. I'm on Instagram, Mike Forgione. Facebook, Mike Forgione. Just started blowing up on Facebook. Shit, man. I went from 800 followers to 19,000 followers in like the last 2 months. I don't know what the fuck happened.
No, I feel like your demographic might be there.
Maybe, yeah. Older demographic.
Older demographic, and they got...
I'm on LinkedIn, Mike Forgione. Fuck, I'm on fucking Twitter, Mike Forgione. But my biggest platform that I typically respond the fastest and I upload the most on is Instagram, by far. Instagram, Mike Forgione, MikeForgione. Fucking look me up. You'll find me there. And it says Mike Forgione, HVAC fitness coach, because I help people with HVAC. I help people with fitness, mindset, nutrition. I'm big on mindset. Mindset is huge, man, because when you have the wrong mindset and you start thinking about the wrong shit in life, you're going to cloud your vision, and that's going to fuck your success story up. It's just going to hold you back. But if you have the right mindset, that's where it all starts, is flipping that mindset from that bullshit mindset that you have to the savage mindset that you need in order to actually take action on the things you want.
All right, guys. Mike, thank you for being a part of the show today.
Big dog.
Appreciate you. And stay tuned for the next episode. Peace.